Right. This weather's not the greatest today. Actually, we'll put this camera down first. Over there. Alright, so I'm interrupting this video to take a minute and announce to you guys that I am doing a giveaway of this gear wrench 111 piece tool set. It has just about most of the stuff you're going to need: spanner sets, sockets, metric imperial ratchets, little breaker bar and stuff. I started off on a set just like this, so I want to give back to you guys and basically give you guys some tools to help work on your cars. Firstly, I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to Andrew at 111 Tools. Link is in the description for his Facebook page. If you guys could please head over there, give him a like, a follow, and hit him up for any tool needs that you need. And then yeah, if you're not following me on my Facebook page, Corn-Fed Boost, there'll be a link in the description below. Jump over there. All the details for the giveaway are on that. The people that have been following my Facebook page already have a bit of a head start on you guys, but it doesn't really matter. There's a few steps to the giveaway, but they're not very difficult, so yeah, hopefully someone worthy will win themselves a half decent little toolkit. And yeah, good way for me to give you guys back something for all the support and awesomeness that you guys help me out with regularly. Anyway, that's enough of that. Back on with today's video. Should be a pretty good one. What is he looking at? Stupid dog. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It is wonderful to have you guys here again as always. Today in this video, I'm going to get interrupted by a dead camera battery. I didn't bring the oil out either. So I've been busy, as I was saying. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do or cover in this video. I think I might try and get my transmission in there. I have gotten my transmission for the car, so I think I'll probably reveal that today, as well as get it into the car and get it measured up, or get it ready to measure up for tail shaft length. And I think I might get a bit of paint on my rocker covers, because I need to get a bit of paint on those. Yeah. Anyway, I guess without further ado, I'll get on it. So here it is, my new transmission for Ethel. It is a built 4L60E. Mind the block of wood to go in there, and mind its crustiness. It may not look built, but this thing is pretty stout, and hopefully we'll put some power down and not turn into a box of neutrals. I'm just fucking with you guys. So this was just in here as a mock-up. So when going over to auto, there was a lot of thought that I put into it. I didn't want to just put any old auto in it. I knew I wanted to try and go fast in the car, and well, if you go and have a look at any sort of drag car, or fast car. There's two transmissions that usually pop up that they use in those cars. One of which is more popular than the other, and that's the Powerglide and the Turbo 400. So out of those transmissions, I decided to go with one of those. Mostly because, well, they're the go-to transmission to go fast for a reason. I did consider the 4L80E and did very nearly go down that route because overdrive would be nice. But at the end of the day, Ethel's predominantly become a drag car, so why not go with the transmission that everybody knows and uses and works for drag racing. So I firstly have to give a huge thank you to Mark from Hooked on Trailers for putting his hand up and building me this transmission. He did an outstanding job on not only building the transmission, but is a just downright very nice guy. And yeah, so huge thank you to him from me. So if you guys are in the need for a car trailer or any sort of trailer or trailer roadworthy and stuff, go and hit him up, check it out. I'm pretty sure he has a Facebook page, Hooked on Trailers. He's in the Brisbane area. He also does transmissions like on the side, I guess, as like a hobby thing. If you want a transmission from him, you'll have to organise that and the pricing and timeline and scheduling with him. I don't know how he goes about working that out. But yeah, this is it. This is the transmission that he has built me. So it's my GM Powerglide. Yeah, so Mark did a fantastic job building me the transmission. Can't quite see it in there. It's hard to show you everything that's gone into it. Maybe I'll see if I can pull up a few photos of it to show you guys, but basically it has billet or chromoly, pretty sure it's a billet, output shaft and drum, 8 clutches, billet hub, straight cut planetary gears, and the billet input shaft, as well as manual valve body and the trans brake. So it should be pretty spicy. It should handle all the power that I want to throw at it. And I'm pretty excited to get it in the car and get the car running and driving on the new transmission. It is going to make highway driving a bit painful, but that's why I went back to the 3/4 gears that are in the car. But that also does mean that top gear is going to be very long. Is it going to be an issue or not? I don't know. I'll find out. I do have that spare diff there with 3/7s if I want to swap it out and get a bit more acceleration out of the car, but I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. But yeah, I figured today I might as well take the time. I've got to get the adapter plate fitted to the engine. I've got to get the converter in it, or converter in the front, so that I can measure and make feet for it to get the pump engagement. Excuse me, get the pump engagement right. And I'm still waiting for a yoke for me to be able to put in the back, so then I can measure for a tail shaft and get a tail shaft made up. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to Powerglide. Some of you had already guessed it. But I wanted to have a little bit of fun messing with you guys, I guess. I don't know. Didn't want to just go, oh yeah, put a Powerglide in it. Yeah, anyway, should make this thing pretty quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this lump of crap out of here. This is just a spare one. There's nothing wrong with this transmission, it's just factory. So I'm gonna get this out of here. Then I'm gonna get the dowel. There's a dowel on this side of the engine block I need to shorten a bit to get my adapter plate onto it. Then I'll get my adapter plate bolted down. We'll get the transmission on the transmission stand. We'll fit it in here. I've got a nice tough mounts GM transmission to VT to VZ. mount and just a nice McKay rubber mount. I still have a few other bits and pieces that I need to get for it. I got my shifter here, obviously. I've got a bracket for the cable. I've ordered oil coolers, but I still need to get hoses and fittings. But I'm going to do that once I get the oil cooler. I'll get it mounted and then I can measure up for how much AN stuff I need. And I need to get the pan off and drill and tap it for a temperature sensor. Because if anyone knows anything about trans-brake transmissions, they like to cook the transmission fluid. So I'd like to keep an eye on transmission temp on it. Yeah, lots more other stuff to talk about, but I think I'll go over that in another video, like my rocker covers and my intake manifold. So I've had to change intake manifolds just because the one that I had, it itself wouldn't clear the rockers, and rather than modify that one, I soldered it off and have just made a new one, but I'll go over that in another video. Today it's all about transmissions. I'm excited. I want to get this thing in there and get it finished. Got a bottle of oil today to Nesmo. Got a bottle of oil today to get in this thing, the engine, sorry, to run it in. Yeah, anyway, we're already up to 8 minutes. I don't want to make this an hour-long video, so I'll go and get this shit out off camera, and then I'll come back to the camera when I start, or I'll put the camera back on when I start getting this transmission in the car. It's so shiny. This is my Malwood Ecotech to T56 adapter. Good thing about the LS. Oh shit, this one even has a top bolt. Oh, that's right, yeah. So the difference between the LS and the Chev, you leave this top bolt out and just use the rest of them. But the trouble is, because they're countersunk screws, this dowel protrudes through too much. So that's what I was just grinding down, and I need to check and make sure hey Malwood, this doesn't fit this Ecotech starter motor. Oh, looks like I gotta trim a piece off that edge. So I'll do that. Nope, still more. Bloody hell. It's not doing me any favours. I think I might do that. Just lop it off. Because I don't have these two bits. So where's a pen? So let's say there and there. Straight across there. Now the new and improved shorter version. Like so. Ow. Oh man. There's my rubber mallet. Okay, so that looks like it's decent size. probably should Loctite these things in, but I don't think it should need it being countersunk heads. Sweet. There we go. That's that one. Alright. Ooh, it says power glide. Yeah, she's home. Stay. Now I need... Up we go with this thing. And then this I want over that side. Alright, well there we go. That's where I'm going to end off here today. I've still got a lot of work to do on this thing. There it is, Ethel's new power glide. Now sitting basically in situ. I have to get a new transmission mount, as in the rubber mount. And I'm going to have to modify this. I'm going to have to hack off this last 2 and a bit inches. Because it doesn't want to go up past this bulge here. Even though it is made for a VT to VZ. Yeah, it just doesn't want to work. Unless I'm being retarded and it's supposed to go upside down. I don't know. I'll do a bit of research, see if I can find out how it's supposed to mount, and then I'll go from there. But yeah, anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it in this video today, guys. I still got a lot of work to do on rocker covers. Mostly I'm just going to get some paint on them, and then the intake manifold, which is probably what I'll do in the next video. So I'll go ahead and get this tail shaft measured up during the week. And then, yeah, I'll put in the order for the tail shaft, and then we can start buttoning up this transmission permanently once I find out how this mount goes. And then I'll work on getting the rocker covers and intake on in the next video, and then hopefully we'll be able to work on getting it started. Although now that I think about it, I think I'm going to have to wire up the coils before I mount the intake and stuff on, just so that I can do it over there on my mock-up engine. It's going to be a bit easier for me rather than trying to wrestle with it in the car. So I think next video I'll do that. We'll do the coil wiring, then we'll get the rockers painted and installed with the new intake, and we'll work on getting this thing fired up. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to getting this thing to start again, finally, and driving especially. Really want to get out and do some driving in it, do some events and stuff. Yeah, that's going to be it from me in this video, guys. Please leave your likes and comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. Tell me down there if you had a good idea of the transmission I was going to go with. I know a few of you picked it already. Yeah, anyway, don't forget, unleash the boost, CO2 the world, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.